out.
And as we pop into the game, I just want to take this 20 seconds to remind everybody that the Season 6 draft packet has been published, and if you go on Reddit, it should be one of the top links in Hot, and if you haven't signed up, there's a sign-up link in the comments, and you should sign up for Season 6.
Yeah, we use, if you don't get drafted to Major Leagues, there's always MLTP, and it's a lot of great fun. I didn't play personally as BAllstar, you know, but it's still a fun time. A lot of people love their teams, and it's the next step for like actual competitive play.
Yeah, definitely. NLTP is a great way to get yourself noticed and get into the major leagues.
Yeah, but enough about that. There are three TagPros on the board. Sir Dan with a nice move to stay alive. Oh.
Yeah, Jesus is able to stick himself onto that button and prevent Sir Dan from coming back into base with the flag.
Yeah. Wow, such pro, making it look easy almost, but
getting shut down by Jesus again.
Runs right into him even. Not a lot to talk about when one person's dead and the other offense isn't in base.
Yeah, well, it does look like really Wowsuch and Sir Dan haven't been able to be in the base at the same time yet this game. They've both been, you know, running in, grabbing the flag, getting tagged, and then the other guy shows up, and it looks like it's going to happen again.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, sorry, I was going to say, we were singing Wowsuch's praises earlier, and don't get me wrong, he is very good, but I feel like his main fault is that he's not very patient. Like, he doesn't know how to just wait for either for his own teammate or to just...
And a gorgeous boost by Wowsuch to pull in the first gap, and I guess sometimes that impatience just pays off when you get out of the base one every 5 times, but you know, 1 out of 5 times it's a cap, that's good enough.
Right, just, why do I even open my mouth, you know?
Yeah, just scoring by brute force.
Oh, Sir Dan with a really nice move. Jesus is in base with a TagPro.
Yeah, Sir Dan's gonna have a tough time sneaking into base with Jesus on that button with the TagPro.
Yeah, he killed himself there. I want to say it was a super accident. I think he was trying to slow down and take the boost on an angle towards the top right, and he just managed it. Like, the gates are the one thing that are completely pixel perfect, and you never want to hit, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
Just Nads with a nice snipe. Wowsuch Pro had a pretty good chance.
He had a chance to boost into Eggy Wags and take that return for himself and then just cap the flag, but it looks like he misses the boost and instead catches Jesus and gets double tapped.
Yep, and he can't make the return. Eggsy put forth his little magic. He slowed down for the bomb boost, and I think he probably shouldn't have done that, and he manages to get returned on. Jesus trying to wiggle his way in.
Yeah, Jesus is hopefully just going to be able to dance around the Ghostboosters until Dad comes in for a regrab.
Wasn't able to do it, but he has pretty much a free lane almost. Oh, Dad!
Just an unfortunate boost going straight into that bomb, and it looks like Micro and Nads are going to be able to block off Eggy, but...
Oh, Sir Dan. He actually missed it. I want to say he had the perfect angle, well, a very good angle and a chance to score, but he wasn't able to land it.
It definitely would have been a very impressive cap if he would have got it. It would have been just in by pixels, because it's so hard to, you know, get yourself in position for that cap while not being returned by the person also charging towards the flag.
Yeah. Sir Dan going flag pro. I'm going to say that's a mistake. I always like, if I see a TagPro and I have the flag, I always shout out for someone else on my team to, hey, come and get this and lead me in, rather than taking it myself.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's always good to have one of your teammates to have a TagPro to clear out the base so you can come in and cap.
Yep. Pretty nice move here. Wowsuch head of 3, only Dad is in base, and he has one little blocker there. Wowsuch.
Yeah. Wowsuch with a little bit of a questionable decision to retake that boost. I think Dan would have been able to have that block if he would have just came clear in, but...
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I've noticed when I scrimmaged Wowsuch Pro a few times, specifically on Danger Zone, and that's the one little move you'll always see him do, is he'll go either above or below base, depending on what side he's in. And he'll use the boost near the team tiles to get sort of a weird diagonal. He'll hit the little corner and then pop up towards the flag. And I think he loves doing that so much that it just doesn't occur to him that it's not always the best move. And then a nice little kiss there. I'm not sure if it was what he was trying to do, but it was what he did.
And it was the right decision, I'd say.
And
even if it
kiss.
wasn't the decision he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that Wowsuch sometimes goes for those cutesy little moves, even though sometimes the bread and butter works a little bit better.
Yeah.
And Eggy gets a gorgeous bomb return, cutting off Wowsuch while Wowsuch is boosting, but
Eggy
sadly
also misses the boost. It looked like he wanted to kill and was lined up for killing Sir Dan, but he didn't do it. I think he just missed it by a pixel or two.
Now, it seems that Ghostboosters have done a much better job of keeping the flag out of their opponent's base. Yeah. Whereas Micro and Just Nats have been able to keep the flag in their base and, give their offense a couple of great scoring chances, even if they haven't been able to convert as many times as they'd like.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of the things that makes Ghostboosters an incredibly strong team in the league. It's that they have like the rare combination of both offensive superstars and defensive superstars. I think Micro made a really... Honestly, when he drafted Just Nads, I thought it was kind of a questionable thing, but it worked out really well for them. The two of them can do amazing work on defense.
I know Rambo and J Gibbs were really looking to draft Just Nads, and he ended up getting picked the pick before Rambo and Gibbs would have been able to take him, so they ended up taking Flail, who actually also had an incredible season.
Yeah.
Look at his stats, and he's definitely one of the most underrated players in the Red Division.
Yeah, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Whenever I was going through preseason tryouts, there were two people who just sort of stunned me by far with their majorly compatible skill. And they were Flail and Sundown. And I managed to get Sundown, but Flail slipped through my fingers.
Yeah, Sundown ended up having a great season. Hopefully with that little bit of experience he got this year, he'd be able to dominate even more next season.
Yeah, he'll probably do well when he's on a good team, captained by a good player. A little lull here in the action. Sir Dan trying to muscle his way into a grab with his juke juice. And I guess
he's gonna be able to.
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
Wowsuch playing some very good support offense, blocking the defenders off while Sir Dan gets the beautiful blocking by Nads and Micro. One-on-one blocks from both of them to allow Sir Dan just to sneak in and cap the flag. And that one-on-one blocking is really an incredible skill, especially against offenders as good as Dad and Jesus, who are almost renowned for their offensive defense.
Yeah. Okay. Dan's going to be
able to get a grab at the rolling bomb, and he's going to try to pull that back into base. He's going to waste it on TagPro and get double tapped.
Yeah. He just caught the corner there. I want to say if he made it clean, there was a small chance that he would have been able to slip through. Again, with the patience thing.
Really fortuitous power-up spawn in mid. As he passes by, he gets a rolling bomb, and now he's going to be able to walk that into base and hopefully turn it into a cap. Jesus with perfect positioning, though. Positions himself so that the rolling bomb pops him right into the flag, so the Wowsuch can't cap it.
Yeah. Sir Dan doing a really nice job being patient. I guess that's sort of like the weird difference is you have one offender that's patient and one that's not. And they actually end up working really well together. Obviously, we give a bunch of praises to Wowsuch Pro, but Sir Dan has had a lot of nice moves in this game, and I'm sure throughout the entire season even. Here we go, Micro on offensive D. This might be the cap to tie it up, and it is.
Yeah, Micro made a really interesting decision by not grabbing the flag when he was basically 1-0 in the base, and we all know Micro's an excellent flag carrier, especially for a defender, so maybe if he would have been able to grab that flag and sneak out of base just even for a little bit, his team would have been able to, get back in position and get the return they needed to stop that from being a cap.
Yeah, Sir Dan, somewhat of an odd boost, manages to actually kill him. Oh! Wowsuch Pro with an amazing juke, making Eggsy look silly.
Yeah, he's definitely known to be one of the most creative and mechanically skilled jukers in the game.
Yeah, I mean...
He's always got something weird up his sleeve.
Yeah, I agree. If you watch him, he has so many really nice, corner bounces. I don't know if he practices them or if they just come natural, but he makes it look so easy to go and bounce off a corner and do anything you want to do. And TagPro, trying to figure out a good way to do it. He wants to take the boosts and not be sniped, which is essentially kind of what happened.
Yeah, after all that thinking, what he ended up deciding to do didn't really pay off for him, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much the exact same thing that he thought was going to happen. He could tell that WildSuch was going to boost down into him, and he's like, okay, I have a bomb, and I can risk this, so I'm going to go for it. And the thing that he thought happened did happen, but obviously with a different result. Just Nads. Oh, there was a timeout. I was like, wow, that's not what I would do.
I thought that was really impatient for a second, but then after realizing that there was the time constraint on it, he did make the right decision. And yeah, I think even if Micro would have been able to lift off the button, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have been a cap anyways. I think the time would have ran out no matter what.
Yeah, that's the only reason to be impatient is if the clock's not even going to last long enough for you to make it, you might as well try something a little risky.
So the first half ends up 2-1 Ghostboosters.
Yeah. Still anyone's game. Danger Zone is a map where you can rain cap. Actually, pretty much every map. If you get caught out of position, you can let up a lot of caps really easily. But that's sort of the good virtue of the Ghostboosters, that they don't really get out of position very often. They all play really well. And not to sing their praises too much, though, obviously all caps, holding them to only 2 caps and playing very well themselves.
Yeah, definitely a feat to be able to, hold Ghostboosters to only 2 caps and put in a cap yourself. I mean, they're only 1 cap away from being able to take this game into that sudden death overtime, or 2 caps away from taking the first game to themselves.
Alright, Lucky Spammer is super eager to be a substitute. Oh no, actually no, just according to group chat. He really wants to see what's going on, and he's also the substitute, so...
Yeah, so sadly in the rules, it says that if you're a substitute, you're not allowed to be in the game chat, and instead you're supposed to be in your team's chat, waiting for them to tell you to sub in. So yeah, sadly, while Lucky Spammer wants to spec, if he's a sub, he's not exactly allowed.
Right, and that comes with a little more of trust issues. Like, so it's one of those things where a lot of captains quote unquote rule is that captains, when coaching their minor leagues team, aren't. It was frowned upon for them to actually spectate. I did it, and not to give them position tips or just like, hey, there's a power up, go get it, but it's a lot easier to tell them what they're doing wrong when you can do it live. You don't have to make a little mini checklist of, at 10 seconds you should have done this, at 30 seconds do this. It's more live feedback on how to play.
I really agree with you. It was specifically stated in the rules that captains were allowed to spec a game and were allowed to give advice during the game. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous to expect a captain to not take advantage of that rule by helping their players improve in real time while you know exactly what to tell them to improve.
Exactly. The color switch got me for a second. I was like, wow, holy crap, all caps are really going hard here.
Ooh, and that's an all cap.
And as I say that, yeah, all cap.
Ooh, Jesus makes a questionable decision by running into that button, blowing up the bombs and slowing him down enough so that just Nads can tag him.
Yeah.
TagPro with a really aggressive boost into base returning. Wow, such.
It's something I like about Danger Zone. Not a lot of things. The base structure with the gate and those three boosts. I'm a huge fan of them. Just because it makes offense think twice about just barging straight out, and it gives defense a little something to catch up to the offense with.
Another interesting thing about those 3 boosts is that if your team is coordinated enough and has enough finesse, you're able to boost into top power-up, you're able to boost towards mid power-up, and you're able to boost bottom power-up, as long as nobody steals more than one of those boosts.
Yeah. Oh,
I just think it's a very well-constructed map, no matter how the mechanics play out in the end.
Yeah, I would disagree. I said something I like about it, and then there's a lot I don't like. Basically, the base I like a lot. The bases, rather. I like the bases a lot. And then the further away you get from the bases, the less I like everything. But that's just me.
Yeah, I think there are a few...
Apparently it's just me. I voiced my concern in Reddit messages earlier, and nobody else seemed to care.
Well, sadly, you didn't have Turbo commenting on it with you, because I know he has almost as much, if not more, distaste for this map.
Oh, so that should be interesting too, especially because he's playing on it against KG Ballers right now.
Yeah, I wonder how his opinion will change if he wins, or, you know, if he absolutely gets dominated, whether he'll voice it even stronger.
Yeah. Again, a little shout out for our fellow stream. I don't know who is or may not be watching the multi-Twitch, but right now on TagPro, well, twitch.tv/TagProTV, you can tune in to see the KG Ballers.
Oh my goodness, Micro with the beautiful cap, doing the bomb boost, and just squeaking past Eggy Wags for the cap.
Yeah, really, really nice work by Micro there. And I lost my train of thought. Whatever, it wasn't important. Basically, I don't like Danger Zone. Oh no, I was in the middle of the shout out of, yeah, there's another game going on. If you get annoyed with us, or you think that there's a lull in the action, you can tune in to TagPro TV, or watch the multi-Twitch, is what you probably should do.
Yeah, what you probably should do is watch the multi-Twitch, and once you get bored with me and BAllstar, just mute us and throw on BBQ's casting.
Yeah, you can have the magic of the BBQ voice without the hurt of with a lousy game. Not that it's lousy, I'm just saying that because you should be watching our game. We got a lot of cool stuff going on here.
And you know what? This game is a tie game, and in an aggregate,
well, aggregate
the
only
Ghostboosters
down
are
by
winning by one cap, yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, the way that this game has went so far, anything can happen, and all caps are completely within reach of tying this game up any second.
Yes, completely, I agree.
And I know we didn't comment on it because it wasn't a very long time period where this was the case, but there was a point in this game where all caps had it all tied up. Just Nats doing a great 1v2 defense of the TagPro. Got some really good defense on that Ghostboosters side. Able to deal with the rolling bomb and the TagPro.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to have to deal with another TagPro, and this time they're going to have a little more difficulty if Jesus gets a tag on one of the defenders, and just hold steadfast on that button, making sure that Dad can get the boost through the gate without being interrupted. Looks like Sir Dan is going to play really passively, just sitting on that button and realizing that nobody's going to come to tag him for a while. Looks like Eggy and Jesus are caught in a little bit of a staring contest there, and Eggy misses the boost on Dan, but he's able to capitalize. Wow, Such is going to get a grab with the Juke Juice, and Eggy's going to try to come in and catch him. But just misses him by an inch, and Wow, Such is pretty much free.
Yeah, oh.
Eggy's having some trouble with those boosts. This is completely uncharacteristic of him.
Well, I know last week and then before this game, I think he might be has been whatever lag problems
having some lag
affect
problems.
all of us. Lag in the mind, lag in the brain. Sir Dan, clever little going for the open route there rather than trying to force his way past TagPro. But Dad gets a nice snipe from behind on him.
Dad absolutely shuts him down with that spot-on boost, almost looking like target practice there.
Oh, Eggsy missing another crucial boost for a return, but there's a little bit of discoordination between WowSuch Pro and Sir Dan.
Yeah, it looks like Eggy's having I don't want to say serious leg problems, but he's definitely not playing the way that we have grown accustomed to him playing.
Yep. Sir Dan grabbing a TagPro, and yeah, he's charging back. Oh, it doesn't matter. Dad with a nice team tile boost straight into WowSuch Pro.
Yeah, it's a really interesting mechanic, the way those team tiles really amplify your top speed when you come in off a boost.
Yeah, I know, I like it a lot. I don't know if it's been fixed yet or not, but Lucky does know about it, is whenever you would super boost from the team tiles, it would actually slow down if you hit a normal boost.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I want to say it's because, I don't know, just the weird thing that, well, not the weird way that the game would process your max speed. That,
yeah, I would have to say it's because, the game says you hit a boost and it's going to set your speed to this. And then because your speed is higher after you hit the super boost than before you hit the regular boost, it changes your normal speed to the boost speed. And because the boost speed is lower than the super boost speed, I can see why it would slow you down.
Yeah. So, I don't know. In one of those bug report threads, I listed one, and they were like, yeah, we know about it. But I never actually... It's been a long time since I've seen it happen to know if the improvement's been made or not.
Yeah, I think it would be a very special scenario for that to happen. And it looks like Jesus is free. He's going to get the bomb boost, and he's going to...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, he is going to cap because TagPro is going to clear out the base with that TagPro, and that's going to tie up this half, and it's going to get really exciting now. Well, Nqoba. All Caps is going to try to capitalize on this and sneak this halfway from Ghostboosters, and Ghostboosters are going to try to salvage what they have and take the win.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I don't really think it's affecting the playing style at all. While Pro and Sir Dan playing very much like they've played the rest of the game, not conservatively, not overly patient, just that same general. Okay, I'm gonna grab the flag and I'm not gonna die. And
yeah,
you can
that
just
is
deal
really
with it.
The characteristic Ghostbooster style. And Jesus jukes around 3. He's gonna blow up those bombs. He's gonna get ahead of Micro and Just Nats, and this looks like really Jesus' chance to take the lead.
Yeah, Micro peels off to get the TagPro, but Just Nads very cleverly manages to get a return. And then, oh, what?
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
he
wow.
bangs off the corner in almost a game-changing scenario. I mean, it is just incredible if that's the thing that separates winners from losers.
Exactly. Kind of like random crap that players can't control at all, which was one of my points as to why I didn't like Danger Zone. Is that stuff like that happens.
I can't call that little interaction a fault in the Danger Zone map.
Not necessarily, but it builds up, and it's things sort of, not that specifically, but things like that, whereas something that a player has no control over will cause them to get a return or a cap, and it's not based off of any level of skill or any level of non-skill. Like, nobody makes a weird mistake or... I guess doesn't return when they're supposed to, or misses a snipe or anything. It's just something dumb like, okay, I hit the bomb into the spikes that are obviously meant to kill anybody that goes that way, and the guy didn't die. Like, that's not, I think it was Just Nads' fault who hit the button. And it's not anything that Dad did that specifically made him survive.
And this boost by Jesus... There's 1 second left, and he caps it for the win!
All Caps
are going to be able to take the first half in a 1 second left win.
Yeah, it's spectacular play by the All Caps down to the last minute.
And I gotta open up the Twitch TV and watch this reaction.
Yeah, normally I like to have the Twitch chat open, but whenever I use the centered view, there are a lot of maps that you can just put it off to the side and read chat as it's going along, but the map's too big. I couldn't find a space that the Twitch window would actually work. Yes, the final score is going to be 4 to 3, I think, right? For the All Caps. 4-3. Last half, 2-1. No, 3-1. Right?
3-1. 3-1 second half, 2-1 first half, and that means that All Caps are going to take it 4-3 the first game.
Yeah. Eggy Wags basically telling about how excited he was. He's saying neighbors are calling the police because of, I guess he just lost his shit. Really intense last second half.
Yeah, I'm sure the Ghostboosters are going to take a couple minutes here to talk about what they can improve to make sure that that doesn't happen again and make sure they get the chance to take the game into overtime.
Yep. And for substitutes are really interesting too, is that on the bench Ghostbusters have Real Duck and I think Erasmonome, but I'm not positive.
I Exile will probably be there first
Oh, yeah,
in
Exile
case
too.
of emergency.
Well, I was gonna say, I would prefer having Real Duck on my team as opposed to Exile, but I don't know how much Real Duck plays defense.
Yeah, well, really the only problem with Real Duck is the fact that he does not talk on microphone.
Oh, he doesn't even have a mic.
He doesn't have a microphone, and I've asked him about it, I've pestered him over and over again, because I think he's an incredible player. And what he told me is that, you know, if somebody did end up, through some random occurrence, end up sending him a microphone, like, not even something he'd have to pay for, he said that the only thing he'd do would be make duck quacks into it to try to communicate with his team. So I don't
that's
think...
worth it. I'd do it still.
I don't think we can see him
and that is
communicating anytime soon.
Because he's stunned me with how good he's gotten. For a decent period of time there, I was like, yeah, he's like good, not great. But I've seen him play recently, and he's been doing really well.
He's one of the few cases that I've honestly thought, wow, this guy has been playing a lot of pubs, and his mechanics have just improved through all that practice. And it was that period when he was 80 degrees, he changed his name to Centurion, and he decided to go for 100, and he was playing, 5-6 hours a day, and he's just continued that rate since then, and his skill level has improved immensely. I'd say he's probably one of the strongest players mechanically in minor league TagPro, and he's going to be a great player in Major League TagPro if he's able to get that communication going.
Yeah, I mean, the deal I made with Puff, if you're listening, I love you. Please come back to TagPro. I haven't seen him in a while, but the deal was if I got him a mic, if he got a mic, I would play him in major leagues, and I did for a large portion, and he did really well this season.
So was that what was holding him back at the start of the season? Was that he wasn't communicating through a microphone?
Well, I wouldn't really call it holding him back. I didn't feel comfortable with him playing in major leagues without a microphone. He played minor leagues the first week, and I think blew out. By far, his offensive performance on colors was better than everyone else's. But it's quite obvious where you see some players playing, I guess, sort of at minor league or MLTP. And haven't you ever just noticed that, wow, this guy is just kind of too good for this league, and he should be playing, I guess, at the next level?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I know I saw that with a couple of my Novice League TagPro guys, just realizing that these guys were not... It's almost not fair that these guys are playing in Novice League TagPro, that's how good they are. And of course, 3 of the guys in my starting lineup did end up getting pulled up. Shout out to S and to Fabio, and of course to Making Bacon. You guys are balfa as fuck, and good job getting pulled up to the major leagues, even though it did kind of hurt our team's performance.
Yeah, it's a shame. And that's something that I guess we were concerned about with the league going, is that players wouldn't want to come up, or they wouldn't want to come up to a losing team. But I don't know, I guess there were a good portion of players that did. But I think there are 3 or 4 in my mind that were like, no thanks, I'd rather play with my MLTP team. And I do like that. Yeah. I like that there's a little sense of loyalty, and there's a little sense of they like their team enough to stick with them. And
on the other hand, it was really disappointing to see that, the top 4 teams in minor leagues were teams that convinced their players not to go up to minor leagues. And I just think it's really unfair that the captains who ended up winning were the captains who were able to persuade their players not to advance their careers.
True. Well, at the same time, you have to wonder is, would they really want to go, would they still want to stay if they were losing, is the real thing. Obviously, if you're winning, that's a good feeling and you want to stick around. But if you're losing and you think that it's not based off of your own personal skill, I mean, obviously everybody has that little bit of, maybe it's not me, type in them. But I don't know, not to any specifics. I don't know. That's getting into too much personality and general psychology stuff. So I'll shut my mouth. Let's talk about TagPro. Let's talk about balls rolling around, hitting into spikes, popping each other, kissing each other.
Yeah, let's talk about BAllstar. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
So were you a little bit shocked at the outcome of that first game, especially the 1 second The 1 second cap to put them in the lead?
As it happened, yes. Overall, no. I kind of expected things like this to happen.
Because Danger Zone, right?
Yeah, because Danger Zone. Obviously, people are going to be like, what? No. And I'm not going to downplay that it was very nice plays. But at the same time, I don't think something like that would have happened on another map. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, you can't deny that it makes for an incredibly exciting experience when you have a last-second cap like that to win a team in a game.
It was exciting. In general, I think this stream has been really fun to watch. But again, watching a game and playing in the game are two completely different experiences. Right now, people are arguing about whether or not spectators should be allowed to sub.
Yeah, it's such a pedantic argument. I just think it's stupid that people are fighting over this.
Yeah. I mean, it's this. Yeah, it's like we were talking about earlier. As long as there's a gentleman's agreement where you try not to like abuse it, and they just shut their mouths, because obviously they'll like.
And of course, WoWsuch is echoing exactly what you're saying by saying, "Just do your shit, and we'll do our shit, and no one cheat." Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's the general rule. The real problem is that people don't trust other people. And I think the community is still small enough that we can have a little bit of faith in each other. Alright, another start. We'll see what starting positions go on. Both teams have TagPros in the base. We got a bomb in the middle, bomb up top, and then another TagPro down in the bottom. I think blue team in this in a better position to boost bottom for the bottom power up, and red's better position to boost for top, and that's exactly what happened. So we have three TagPros on the board right now.
And Dad looks like he's gonna sneak in for an early cap, but and he's going to. And,
yeah.
Beautiful TagPro work by TagPro, extincting like 3 of them to be able to give his team that cap.
Pretty weird. I had somebody tell me today that power-ups don't matter on Danger Zone, and I'd just like to say that I think that's kind of bullshit, because that TagPro mattered hugely, right? I think that one TagPro killed, I guess, 2 or 3 defenders and allowed that cap. Oh, wow.
Beautiful play by Jesus, getting that offensive defense just perfectly and grabbing the flag so that WoWsuch can't bring that in for a cap.
Yeah, WoWsuch's general impatience showing, though, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. They're 1 tile away from my flag, doesn't matter.
I still think it's a good idea for him to go for that. It's really only a positive thing that can happen.
Oh, yeah.
The worst thing that happens is that instead of a 4-on-4 in your base, it becomes a 4-on-3, because Jesus dies and you have regrab on the other side, and you still have 2 defenders in your base stopping them from regrabbing. So I think it was the right move. Whether or not it was impatient, I think he probably made the right choice, and he made the choice that would result in his team capping more times than any other choice.
Yep. And we have Exio trying to do a little bit of a dance. Manages to kill himself on the spike there. Mike Rowe getting back into base as fast as he can, but he overcommits on Jesus a little bit.
Missing Jesus by only a couple pixels.
Yeah. I think Mike Rowe coming back into base so fast actually managed, while he didn't get the return, he managed to make Jesus hold up a bit, which gave Just Nads enough time to come in for the return. Mike Rowe narrowly missing, and then Dad hitting the bomb, narrowly staying alive.
Yeah, Dad's one of those players who, he goes under the radar relatively, but he really does have a strong sense of how to play the game, and that mechanical juking ability that just wows everybody.
Yeah.
He just seems to always be in the right place in the right time, and that's really a function of his intelligence. And even when he does get caught out, like right now, he's able to swerve around everybody and escape almost effortlessly sometimes, it seems.
Very interesting in that I think all caps are playing it incredibly conservatively, not even coming close to actually chasing Wowsuch Pro. And we'll see how it pays off for them. They got the turn finally, but regrab is out in the open. Wowsuch Pro boost bombing into the wrong base. Now
yeah,
boosting.
Wowsuch Pro is, I'd say, almost untaggable as it is, and when you give him a rolling bomb, I mean, it's almost a better choice to, you know, get in the right position, make sure the rolling bomb runs out, and then place your bits to try to tag him.
Yep. Still trying to track down.
Yeah, Wowsuch is going to get another one of those power-up spawns when he gets a rolling bomb in mid as he walks by it. But it looks like Jesus is going to try to go for the kiss, and his teammate makes a noble sacrifice to make sure he doesn't die.
Oh, Micro spawned, not really spawn killed, he spawned and then moved into the gate, which is one of those things where something I don't like, right? I don't like spawning and then immediately dying. I feel like it's...
I'm not a big fan of having that spawn tile immediately next to the gate so that you can even move one pixel and then automatically die on it.
Yeah, I agree. And I thought there
now
was
that it's a feature that map makers can select where the spawns are instead of just being 5 tiles away from the base in either direction, I think that's something that could be fixed with the map.
And I do agree. I know Lucky earlier, or at least I think, like long time ago, like back before the dirty push, possibly before the big push, but I'm not sure if it was been that long. Oh, we're getting a little shut up about the map, talk about what's actually happening. All right, Ghostboosters trying to get into base, but that TagPro that Jesus has is just making things super difficult, and it manages to go flag throw for a little bit and make his way out of base.
Looks like Jesus is going to be able to juke around just Nats and Sertan and sneak himself next to that bomb and escape with a really strong technical move.
Yeah, and manages to kill his
He's going to blow up the chaser
chaser
with that bomb, yeah. Very impressive, and it looks like he's going to try to do that bomb boost, and, well, he's going to grab the power up first, and he's getting pursued heavily by Nats, and the combination of Nats chasing him and Dan blowing up the bomb makes for an easy return.
Really weird there that Wowsuch Pro continued on to base instead of trying to return to the flag, but I guess that's just his play style. Sir Dan in base right now gets a nice return, but Jesus again with the TagPro in the enemy base. That always makes things a little difficult. Wowsuch Pro trying to kill TagPro.
Yeah, Wowsuch Pro very aggressive with that rolling bomb, trying to get the kill on the other flag carrier, even when a couple of his teammates are following him.
Yep.
Now, it looks like this is completely different from the last two games. The last two games we had a lot of flag and base, a lot of resets, a lot of boost snipes and good return tags, and this game it just looks like they're getting a lot of hold time and a lot of running around the map. The flag really isn't staying in base at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's something a little bit about Danger Zone and why I don't like it is that it's so hard to get reset on. Like if you run regrab, not even properly, just not like if you run it competently, then it's so easy to just keep the flag out of base for ridiculously long periods of time.
So what do you think is creating the dichotomy then between this game and the two previous? That the first two games it was, you know, pretty common for the teams to be reset, and this game the flags just stayed out of base almost the entire time.
Well, I'd like to say that in the first half, Micro and Just Nads were doing a very good job keeping the flag firstly on their side of the map, or getting back into base just incredibly fast, like almost faster than the regrab could even leave. They were already there, which means that, you know, if you're close to where the flag is, that's always a plus. And then if that flag is
playing a little too conservatively for that to be the case now.
Oh no! Like right now, once the flag is gone, there's nothing they can do about it, right? They can get the return. See, now is the decent chance for a reset. They manage to chase the flag back onto their own side of the map and then get a return out of them.
Yeah, just as we talk about that, it looks like we've got a double reset, and TagPro and Eggywags are going to be back to playing defense on one side with Micro and Just Nats on the other.
All right.
And it looks like both teams have a tag, or I should say a juke juice. They're both opting to keep it back on defense.
Yep. All Caps actually has 2 right now. Well, 3 right. Oh no, the other one ran out. As the second one leave, and now the other one.
But Jesus gets a fresh one, spawning in middle.
Sir Dan with a nice grab. They're going straight to the Ghostboosters base, not even bothering to chase. And that's probably the best way to actually play Danger Zone. Is if you're ahead, just ignore chasing it out altogether, and play 4 in your own base. Because unless that TagPro spawns, it's pretty much impossible for one person to come into base and get a cap.
I think one of the things that is one of the biggest deciders of whether a game will be very exciting or not is how often the flag is out of base. Because if the flag just stays in base the entire time, it's not a very exciting game. If teams are struggling to get the flag out of base and, you know, therefore struggling to get caps, it's not a very fun game to watch. But on the other hand, maps like Holy Sea and this map Danger Zone, the flag is, like we've said before, almost never in base, and that also means that there's no chance to cap. So really it seems as though maps which rely on players keeping the flag in base about 50% of the time are the most interesting maps to watch. And I did see a statistical analysis ran on the current rotation maps, and the maps that were closest to 50% were Geo Koala, Smirk, and Boombox. Obviously 3 maps that the TagPro community almost 100% agrees on being the best competitive maps.
Yeah. Where'd you get that analysis from?
Somebody had posted it in the thread, and if you're personally interested, I should be able to find it and link it to you.
Well, I mean, not so much, but if it's one of those things where if you bring up something on the chat and you have someone that is there and is interested in it, it might be nice to have. We can post that in the Twitch chat for anybody that wants it.
Yeah, definitely an interesting little stat about certain maps and how they play out.
Oh, wow.
Wow, such pro. Almost able to convert on that cap, but the time runs out on him again.
There's a lot of buzzer-beating type moves going on here as well.
I would like to point out a little bit of an interesting stat from this game. Wow, such pro with 5 minutes and 46 seconds of hold time, not able to convert on a cap.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you were in that chat room, you'd be able to just sense the frustration.
Yeah, it's got to be rough.
Hanging in the air.
Oh, and now that we say that, I am reminded that I asked for, and apparently I was also granted link powers. So if you want to do a listen in, you should just know that that's available for both teams. Yes, I also asked them beforehand if they were all right with us listening, and they said yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I think we should get a 2-minute listen for both squads. 1 at 8, 1 at 4.
Yeah, we can do that. Or if it seems like it's getting interesting. Or we can we could just not commentate at all and go for both sides. Now that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, that's a little too much, Lincoln. Almost, it makes it a little bit. Oh, seems like somebody's posted the link to that. I love it. Somebody did end up posting that link in Twitch chat of the hold per minute, prevent per minute, kill the death ratio, and cap percentage for maps in Major League TagPro.
Yeah, I thought I remember Onk saying something earlier about how he was running statistical probabilities over which team would win based off of like those particular stats. Oh, it was like map related.
Well, you can look at those stats. I posted them in the Mumble chat, and I know everybody in Twitch chat already has access to them. Posted by Mac Daddy.
Yeah. Yo, KD, highest on Boombox. Most prevent on Star. Most hold on Holy See. You'll see.
Now, do any of those stats really surprise you?
Hold on. Let me look through all of them. I remember seeing the percentage of colors scoring actually seems a little odd. I wouldn't have guessed that.
That it would be so high?
Yeah, that would be so high. Oh, game started while we weren't paying attention. We're at 9:50 right now. We just got done with the power-up fight. No TagPros on the board. Dad picking up the flag with a juke juice
Rolling
and
bomb and a juke juice.
Rolling bomb expires as we talking about it.
But he's going to utilize that juke juice to get around Micro.
Yes.
TagPro is going to have beautiful blocks on Sir Dan, and Dad's going to be able to bring that in for the cap.
Yeah. If things keep happening the way they are, I think we're going to see an upset as the All Caps beat the Ghostboosters.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the second game so far, all the caps have been for All Caps.
Oh yeah, they are still scoreless, aren't they?
Yeah, they've held the normally plentiful Ghostboosters to absolutely no caps so far. 11 minutes in.
I believe we were talking earlier, I think the cap differential for the regular season Ghostboosters is over 100.
Yeah, it was 104.
104, wow.
And All Caps was 14. And he's gonna just go flag bro. He completely extinguishes everybody in that base with his TagPro and Rolling Bomb, and then decides he's gonna make an exit.
Here's another good chance. Just Nads with a really nice grab, keeping his team in the game still. And as I compliment him about that, a really not nice self-kill.
Yeah, spikes himself completely on forced error, and that's something you really want to avoid if you want to, you know, stop a team from rolling all over you.
Yep. Now Micro with the flag and facing off against Jesus in a holding match. Jesus is gonna get cornered.
What?
Yeah, let's listen in. Do we want to listen to All Caps or do we want to listen to Ghostboosters first?
I think we should get a Ghostboosters listen in, and then nearer to the end of the game, if All Caps is still winning, we'll hear what they have to say.
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself to make sure I don't say anything stupid and ruin their little thing. And here we go.
There's TagPro top right, I'm gonna grab it.
They have a TagPro on their base.
Yeah, shit, watch it. I'm grabbing TagPro top right.
How did you do that? But...
They know I'm gonna TagPro their base.
Oh fuck, he's gonna have that tag, bro. Nice.
Let that grab.
Top.
Shit.
Alright, you got 2Bs.
Got him. Base is okay, reset. Sorry.
Next cycle. Power-ups in 10.
I'm pretty sure bottom is at 48, guys.
Alright.
Oh god, shit. That's a stupid grab. Why is that getting him? Oh no.
49.
Oh, they got Rome on their base.
They got a TagPro, bottom 43.
Shit. Turn them up,
Top.
Nice.
Got this juice mid 32.
No, shit. Why'd they get everything?
Got it.
Got him.
TagPro top right, I have to get
They're
it.
spawning with
Come on,
TagPro.
grab. I'm not off, sir.
Sorry, I left. I'm not.
No, go, I'm back on G.
I have a TagPro now, I don't want to grab that.
Hold on,
Fuck. Oh shit, that fucking spawn. Damn it, I'm cursing a lot.
Okay, just calm down, guys. We got this.
Yeah.
I got button.
It's cool. We scored 2 billion caps this season. All we need is 2.
Well,
You know what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's right. Go. Sorry. Oh, still got it. You still got it?
I have roll number grab. Okay, I got rolling bomb at their base at 40.
Hit the ball.
Coming in.
Hit the ball.
bottom left spawning.
Test tack. Coming in top.
Rolling bomb.
Please.
I got rolling bomb regrab.
So it looks like we've got a whole lot of frustration on the side of Wasatch Pro, while Nads and Micro are staying relatively calm in comparison.
I actually thought one of those voices that was Micro a little bit there. But yeah, I agree. It seems like the frustration is starting to build. Do you want to try listening and see how all caps are taking things?
Yeah, let's see if we can sense the difference between the two teams and their positions.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to kill him.
4. I'll grab it.
You take it. And you
That would have been a cap. Sorry, I missed him.
It's fine.
Hey.
Where?
Alright,
They're all in our base.
They're all in our base. They got our base power up. Micro is 3.
Okay.
Nice.
He's gonna grab.
Alright, let's try to get him. Where's he going?
4.
Damn, I was up. Alright, he's probably gonna boost in 4.
Careful here. Oh, you're gonna kill him. Alright, he's dead. Get re.
So there's a TagPro mid.
Who has our Hey, someone get regrab.
I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be down the corner by 3.
Someone get our regrab.
There's a
Watch out,
TagPro
they
here.
have
There's 2
TagPros,
TagPros
watch
here.
out.
Be careful.
Oh shit, I just died.
Watch out, Eggy.
Dad, try to survive.
Good job. The regrab's
I'm
ours
on re.
now.
I'm on re.
And I got next
see you
re.
get down.
Okay, we're safe.
Micro's just
Get re.
top.
Please get re. Oh, never
It's
mind.
just me here. Somebody's got to get here.
Shit, I'm dead. The third angle with the TagPro.
Jesus, just take over this button.
Alright, I have it.
Nice.
Alright, just get here.
You ready to
Tax.
this?
Tax ahead of a few.
Alright, well let's get this return, Eggy.
Oh, I got
Oh,
blocked.
that block.
3 boosting into 2.
I see him. Oh no! Don't hit that. Get there,
Oh, okay.
Watch out. Oh god.
Stay.
Okay. Nice. Ah, shit. Don't let him boost 1. Ah, shit.
Oh, he's slowed down.
Gonna get him.
They got me. Hey,
Somebody get here for regrab.
Don't go bottom.
Try
Don't go
it.
bottom.
He
Right
is
here.
coming in. They have another TagPro. Shit.
Someone get re. Someone get re.
I'm on re.
Nice.
I did that twice in a row now, Tack.
I'll take the stats. You
4,
hold it.
4, 4, 4.
Wow, such is guarding
Boosting.
regrab
Killed
here.
himself.
Wow, such is guarding regrab. So he's not on regrab.
Bring it.
Bring what? I don't have the flag.
Oh,
Alright,
shit, I
he
thought we
got
had it.
it. Wait there, Dad. Wait
He's
there.
out
I'm
too.
the only one here.
I'm in front of him. He's 2.
Dad's here now.
He's coming 3. We're all in front of him.
He's bombing.
Alright, you guys stay there. I'll inch forward.
Do we know when their power up is?
No, it's soon.
Oh, he's
though.
coming.
Soon.
I
Hasn't
got him.
spawned. There it
Alright.
is.
I'm gonna try to
35.
set up while Such is gonna get a grab. He's gonna go. I'm still in front of him.
Where?
He's gonna get out. He has a juice.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
he's
Eggy,
2.
come. Eggy.
Alright, and we're unlinked. Very interesting sort of differences there. Not quite panic, but definitely a lot of activity in the all caps channel.
Lots of energy, lots of acceleration, lots of communication, and that could be a factor
tinge
in
of
why
worry.
they're taking the lead.
Yeah, they know they're up, but they are still worried about it.
Yeah, well,
And,
now the game's tied up. 2 scores for the Ghostboosters, and now the game's all tied up.
Yeah. Which means we might be going to sudden death overtime, if nothing else changes in these first couple of minutes.
Yeah, no kidding. All Caps is really gonna have to play their hearts out to get one more cap on the Ghostboosters. Even though they've been playing so well, it's so hard to cap on these guys.
Yeah, it's well, generally because it's so hard to get the flag returned in base. I mean, you said last minute, Wasatch Pro had like over 5 minutes of hold. Quick scoreboard check says, oh no, only 2:19 right now. Mike Rowe had a couple really long, nice holds. Mike Rowe's got about 1:50 right now, so that's probably cutting into his a little bit. Very much, I think Ghostboosters aren't willing for the sudden death. They definitely want the split. They're really trying to get it.
And that's understandable for sure.
And obviously, all caps don't want to go to the sudden death at all. They want to tie it up. They want to go for it. I mean, not tie it up. They want to pull ahead.
Yeah, it looks like
good
both
enough.
teams are going to continue with their aggressive ways in trying to close out this game either way.
Yep.
But I would agree with you in that the tie is definitely a more favorable outcome for all caps than it is for Ghostboosters.
Oh, and Ghostboosters pull ahead with 30 seconds to go. This is going to be a Ghostboosters game if if all caps can't grab the flag and get out of base right now, oh, and it might be too late. I was talking, Stalin earlier quoted me that it takes 9 seconds to go from base to base. So if we don't have anything happening soon, we might not have anything happen at all.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be pretty quiet on both ends here, and looks like we're going to end this game in a surprising Ghostboosters victory.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that scoreboard too. Ghostboosters at the top of, completely topping all caps, all 4, which is weird. Just from watching this game, I would have said that for all caps about 8 minutes, not 8 minutes into the game, but maybe all caps was playing very well the entire time. I would have not guessed that the scoreboard told that story. Wow, such. I didn't check the scoreboard, but he's quoting that he had more returns than the rest of his team. So he wants to bench Micro. He wants to throw a mini Q. But yeah.
Yeah, wow, such with 9 returns that game, I could totally believe him.
Yeah. At the same, that's very low for defense. We'll see starting off in this next half, overtime rounds. We've played both games on Radius actually. It's kind of weird that teams were in agreement on that. But you know, I guess I'd personally love to play an MLTP game on Radius. It's my best server for one. But not even in the rotation for a pick for most teams. Oh, and we are bringing in the one, the only Riverhorse for our special overtime commentary.
Oh, that's quite the introduction. Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Thanks for joining us.
And of course, I'm sure Riverhorse will enjoy commentating a game with his favorite player in MLTP.
I got a few favorite players, but you guys have done a great job this match so far. This is awesome that it's going to OT.
Yeah, it's a lot of spectacular, huge amounts of back and forth and last minute plays all around.
So you've been watching the game, Riverhorse, or did you just sneak in here?
No, I've been watching, commentating, chatting with everybody.
How's it feel to be on the other side of things?
No one listens to you as much.
Yeah.
But again, less people are mad at me or shouting at me, so that's nice too. I felt really bad for BAllstar during that entire game.
Yeah, he was definitely having a tougher time than he usually does dealing with TagPro and Eggy Wigs.
Yeah. A lot of dancing around though. For the first game, he was super on fire though, just with holds and huge amounts of nice moves. But it seems like as the game goes on, I guess we were talking about how he prefers his own special, really nice, weird type of moves. And they are very good, but once you get used to them, they sort of the shine. Yeah, the shine loses its gleam, and defenders aren't as blinded by it as they normally are.
Yeah, and I thought you really pointed out pretty well earlier when you said he wasn't very patient. I mean, he tried to force it a couple times because obviously that's what you do when you're frustrated.
Yeah, and I want to say we heard that from our linked games too. Let me know if you want to listen in at a point, and I'll do that again.
So real quick, let's go over it for everybody. How does overtime work in MLTP playoffs?
Well, since normally if they tie a game, say the one of the two that they just played, it's sudden death. But since they split the series, they have to play an overtime round, normally 5 minutes on each team's home server. But since this is Radius and both teams have played on it for both games, I'm willing to bet that they might just play a single 10-minute round of overtime instead of 2 5-minute rounds of overtime.
And the current time limit is still saying 10 minutes, so you are probably right.
Yeah, and that's something I'm not a fan of. I think even, like, I do think that it's... The reason it's made is so that, obviously, one team isn't biased based off of the server choices. But at the same time, the structure is set up for a 5-minute half and a second 5-minute half. And I'm not a fan of merging those two together, because after the first half,
right.
it gives you some time to, like, think, okay, what went wrong, what went right, how would I fix things? It's a lot harder to make those decisions in-game.
Yeah, and it resets everybody and all the power-ups. And it's, I've been watching a lot of soccer this week, and that's how they've been doing it down in Brazil. Alright, and it looks like we're getting started to start overtime. I think it's going to be 1 10-minute half, just as we discussed. Thanks to Nqoba for inviting me to guest commentate for the overtime. Oh, we got a TagPro in the middle.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an important first point in this match, is who gets that TagPro.
3, 2...
And wow, look at that spawn for JustNet. So far out there.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a spawn that far out there.
And... oh, it doesn't pay off. He doesn't get the TagPro. And Defender takes it real quick back to their side. And Sir Dan and WowSuchPro both have rolling bombs. This is a really good opportunity to make something happen.
Well, at the same time, All Caps has Dad and TagPro with 2 TagPros, so...
Yeah, oh man,
like
if only they could
teams are
contain
almost
Jesus.
immediately going to be able to get out of the base.
WowSuchPro waiting patiently down below with the bomb. Has a little bit of time to wait. I don't even think he has a chaser. He almost went right into the spike, too. A good takeout by Micro with the block. It's like kind of like a screenplay in basketball. And WowSuchPro is in base. He has the buttons. Dad is in the middle of the base. WowSuchPro is boosting across, and oh no, there's Jesus, and Jesus takes him down. And Dad sitting nice and pretty in the middle, waiting patiently. Oh, and WowSuchPro takes him out from above, and Sir Dan, can he bring it back home? There's no defenders in base. Yeah, like you guys were saying earlier, there's a lot of chasing going on, and there's not much. You can't really defend the flag too often when it's in base. It's just pretty easy to regrab.
Well, it looks like with that second round of power-ups, WowSuch is going to be able to pick up Juice and a Rolling Bomb. He's going to be able to sit in that base and play OD, hoping Jesus doesn't come in and cap that flag.
Yeah.
And Jesus has a ways to go. JustNet's doing a really good job of just following him around the other side. Just, you know, blocking off every exit. He's mid, he's up top. Oh! JustNet pops himself mid. Jesus has an opportunity to come in. The flag is finally home. Sir Dan scaring him off with the rolling bomb. And Jesus comes right back underneath. Can they get WowSuchPro? And they can't. Oh! Interesting bomb by Eggsy Wegsy. WowSuchPro, he's coming to base. WowSuchPro, oh, and TagPro grabs the flag. WowSuchPro had a clear shot at it. TagPro grabbed it the last possible second, preventing the cap. Now he has rolling bomb, and TagPro not really willing to get out of base just yet. Taking his time. Very patient offense with these guys. And Micro misses, and JustNet nails the return. And WowSuchPro in the meantime picks up a Juice. And Dad is flying across mid base. WowSuchPro sitting nice and cautious now. Micro, I think he should go take out Jesus at this point. And it looks like he's going to go do just that. JustNet's lining up the boost. Dad hiding behind the wall. WowSuchPro taking the button.
Yeah, with this very important half, it looks like we've got both teams playing extremely patiently, which is a big change from the last couple of halves where there hasn't been much patience at all from either side.
Absolutely, and WowSuchPro doing some fantastic boosting around right now. He's on the wrong side of the map, though. He's coming in. There's Jesus. Wants to boost in. Jesus hits the button. WowSuchPro taken down in the gate. And Eggsy Wegsy's off with the flag. And Sir Dan has... oh my god, he has TagPro in base. And Wegsy just was not patient enough to wait for support.
Yeah, he wanted to take the risk while Sir Dan had touched off button for just a second when TagPro sacrificed himself. And looks like Dan's going to be able to get right back on the button and make the sacrifice moot.
Yeah, very unfortunate. And flagged Pro. He's taking a lap. These MLTP guys can really go through the spikes pretty well. I would never attempt to go through mid like that. But he has rolling bomb. He takes out the flag carrier. Dad has just Naz to go through. Sir Dan finds a way past TagPro. Sir Dan has support, and Eggsy Wagsy with the button kill. Micro now with the grab, and Micro will slowly make his way out of base. Takes an easy safe boost. TagPro is behind him. And TagPro just kind of not really chasing him too hard, just doesn't want him to come into base. Like you said, pretty conservative plays.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare that
Sir Dan.
It's rare that you go 5 minutes on day.
Yeah, as we saw, I think was Danger Zone the highest capping map from the sheet you just showed.
Let me check. Highest cap percentage is colors actually, followed by Danger Zone's number 2.
Alright, Just Nad's stealing the flag, going south, deciding not to take the boost. Seen that move a couple times here today where they just take the boost into the top corner. Playing it safe. Eggsy Wagsy, unable to make the cut. Just Nads staying alive. And TagPro and Dad are going to start pinning Just Nads now. Can he make this boost? He does. Wrong side of the map. Picks up a nice power up though. That should really help him out. Jesus is in total danger now. Deej finally returned. And Just Nad sniped out by TagPro. Eggsy Wags with the regrab. Eggsy Wags taken out, sniped by WowSuchPro. And Sir Dan unable to get past the 3 guys. If he did, that probably would have been a cap. That was a great snipe. I think it was by Dad.
Yeah, great snipe by Dad coming up off those team tiles, unable to make it count.
Yeah, man, that was a cap-saving play. And Jesus now with rolling bomb, taking it on the offensive. If he can somehow navigate with these bouncing off the walls, picks up another one for good measure. Micro doing his part by sitting on the button. Jesus coming in off the walls, picks up the flag, uncontested, and finds. Oh no! Just that snipes him as he was coming out of base. And WowSuchPro taken down by TagPro on the other side of the map. Sir Dan now picks up a rolling bomb. Dad looks for an early defuse, doesn't get it. Sir Dan still has the rolling bomb. WowSuchPro picking up one of his own, coming in to help his teammate. What do you guys think is going to happen here?
Yeah, they're going to have trouble dealing with WowSuchPro's juke juice and rolling bomb, and of course Sir Dan's going to be able to get out of the base on merit of that.
Oh, great play by Sir Dan with the flag, jumping on the button, and he's finding a way into base net. He's got 2 defenders, 2 attackers. He's going to boost off the wall, and Dad was in position, and Dad gets to return, and Micro gets the one to meet, and it's still 0-0.
And Tacky looks like he's just going to stay back and prevent the regrab. Smart move, because WowSuch with that regrab is really scary. Especially when your team can't get the flag out of base.
Man, we got 2 minutes and 54 to play here.
Jesus with a great bomb out in the TagPro, and he's only got 1 person to beat. A little bit of coordination from all caps could go a long way, but it won't.
He makes you sacrifice himself with Sir Dan, hoping it would get him off the button. And I can't believe Sir Dan is making out of base right here. Oh, it's very close. WowSuchPro has Juke Juice and the flag. Dad in dangerous position. Just Nads gets a return. WowSuchPro is boosting in. Eggs, Wags. Oh, WowSuchPro!
That's going to be a cap for WowSuch.
WowSuchPro takes him down. That could be the game-saving play that's going to send Ghostboosters potentially into the finals. And I don't know how the other match ended. I'm assuming Sum of All Spheres won. Am I correct?
Oh, I have no idea. Does anybody know?
Yeah, SOAS ended up winning, I believe. They had the 6-2 lead, and I think they did win.
And WowSuchPro, who must have been extremely frustrated for the past, I want to say 40 minutes, finally gets a cap, and it looks like he did all the work himself. The rolling bomb, the return, and finally falling on the flag. And here he comes again. He's got a TagPro escort who's a little too fast, but it's okay because WowSuchPro, oh, unable to make it happen for the Ghostboosters right there. This defense is really shored up for the Ghostboosters here in the second half of this overtime. And Sir Dan just making some fatal flaws there.
Pretty much playing pinball.
Exactly. Yeah, just couldn't find a direction to go. Hopefully he can make up for it here. Another cap, I think, would probably ice it for the Ghostboosters. And Wowsers Pro, very lucky not to get returned on the gate. Sir Dan Wowsers Pro jostling for position. And in the meantime, Jesus is on his way out. Wowsers Pro has a flag as well. Micro with the return. Eggs Wags gets one himself. Dad's
off
coming in.
to the races.
This could be tying it up. Sir Dan is there to meet him. It's Sir Dan with the return. Game saving play by Sir Dan. And Wowsers Pro has 3 beat. But unfortunately, TagPro has Rolling Bomb and the flag, making him an ideal attacker to stop Wowsers Pro from coming to base. Dad misses with a snipe. Wowsers Pro going fully south. There's 12 seconds. If he can hold this flag, and Jesus misses, and there's 8 seconds left, and Wowsers Pro almost with his second cap, and it looks like with 4 seconds left, there's no way Eggsy Wedge is going to make it across the map, and this is going to be the end of the match. Ghostboosters win. Wowsers Pro with the overtime cap, sending his team to the finals to feature the sum of all spheres. Guys, what'd you take away from this one?
Spectacular games, really. Surprised that they're so low scoring. Both teams did a really well job. I want to say it's mainly just because of hold time. You can't cap if the flag's not there, and the flag was almost never there.
Definitely have to agree with you, man. It really seemed like just the flag carrying, the jukes. Not so much the jukes, just as knowing where to go with the flag and just like staying alive. Yeah, that was a fantastic overtime. 10 minutes, 1 cap. Unbelievable. Really tight game. So let's see if we get a chance here. We're gonna do some more. Are we gonna do some interviews?
Yeah, we can do some interviews. Who do we want to see? Does anybody have the Twitch chat open? We can get sort of their live commentary. Any questions they want to ask to any players?
I turned it off.
I got to see him, but everybody wants to see Ghostboosters interviews. Surprise, surprise.
All right. We're gonna join roughly this giant cluster, or should we just start stealing people out of it?
Yeah, I say we start stealing people. It's probably a lot smarter than trying to, you know,
all right.
Get a voice of reason in a group of 20 people.
Here comes Wowsuch Pro, unnoticed to him. Are you ready?
Wowsuch, baby! Congratulations.
Hello. Thanks.
You're live on Nqoba TV.
Yeah, I figured.
So, Wowsuch, after 40 minutes of what must have been really frustrating for you, taking a lot of risks, just trying to force cap after cap, and not really seeing any results, how did it feel to finally pull that one off in OT?
It was pretty crazy, I guess. I mean, I kind of figured I had a rolling bomb. It was just Eggy, I think. There was no one else there. And they'd all been kind of leaving base the same way, so I just figured I'll kind of try to boost in there and hope something happens, and I guess it did. It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Sorry if I'm not really excited enough.
No, it's fine.
So, looking forward to the Super Bowl. How do you guys think you guys are going to fare against Sum of All Spheres on Koala?
Oh, well, during the regular season, we probably had our worst performance on Koala, so we're going to definitely have to get some practice in. But I think we're confident and we'll do our best.
Yeah, they had a great game, the Sum of All Spheres. I think they really pummeled the KGB from the beginning of the game all the way through.
So, any news on where Just Nad snuck off to?
I think he's still here, isn't he?
Oh, apparently he goes by the name Canadian on Mumble.
He's Canadian.
I was unaware of this.
Yes.
I apologize, Just Nads. I didn't know
names.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were, so I didn't pull you in for the interview. I was busy scanning Mumble for Just Nads.
Yeah, Kobe, that guy is a virgin, and he has no idea what he's talking about.
What's going on?
No love for Canada, right? Yeah.
You heard it here. Just Naz is anti-virgin.
No, I'm just saying.
Just Nads, please. You're live on TagPro TV, buddy.
Oh, right.
On Nqoba TV.
How's it going? No love for Canada. I'll buy you a beer next time, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what was your takeaways from that game? What did you think the Ghostboosters did that All Caps wasn't able to do?
I don't know, honestly. We tried to make adjustments, but it was all just a giant clusterfuck, and I'm just glad that we came away with the win.
It's a pretty even game. I think it could have went either way. Their offensive defense was just frustrating at times.
Their offensive offense. Oh my god, Dad. Oh my god. He holds the flag for like 4 minutes at a time. How is that not... makes you want to close the game, man. It's so frustrating. God damn it.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a listen in, and it seems like you guys were, I don't know, not really happy about the way things were shaping up.
Yeah, I was kind of freaking out for a bit. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we did hear you freaking out, but we also heard Nad saying, guys, we've scored like a bazillion caps this season. Can we just score one more? And, was that little bit of motivation enough to put you guys back into the game?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I remember that.
we caught that one.
That was me taking a page out of my, what I learned how to be a captain during Tag Reflex. I would have said that shit for Tag Reflex, so I said it for Ghostboosters, and it worked. So, yeah. We did get that one more. We actually got more than one more. So, yeah. I don't know.
So you captained an MLTP team, Tag Reflex, this season, correct?
Yep.
And now, from information that's been released tonight, it seems like you're going on to captain an even bigger team.
Is that official now?
I believe that is official.
Woo!
So, congratulations.
Okay, so you guys know that our whole team is going to be captains then.
Yeah, the whole team.
Yeah.
Captains.
I was actually unaware of this.
No repeats.
Oh, wow, good luck all of you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Same to you, BAllstar, fellow captain.
Not actually anymore. One of you is probably replacing me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't want to be a captain anymore, so I thought...
Are you going to join the draft?
What? No, I'm in the draft still.
So I can't petition you, BAllstar, to draft me anymore.
I mean, you can try. I'm not sure how well it'll work for you.
Oh, here we go. Nqoba says ball of the game for all caps. Vote in channel chat.
Yeah, he said it a little bit earlier. For the Ghostboosters, apparently Twitch chat voted WowSuchPro as ball of the game.
Yeah, he definitely deserves that. He had a lot of clutch plays.
He got the overtime cap. That was the difference maker between going to the finals and not.
And the overtime return for cap.
Yeah. Basically, all of overtime was just WowSuchPro by himself.
And WowSuchPro was lauding the intelligence of the Twitch viewers now.
WowSuch says, Twitch, you are dumb. Have you even ever seen them play Pokemon?
If from my perspective, ball of the match has got to be Dad, because it's just so fucking frustrating to catch him. And there was this one time in particular where he was just standing in front of the gate, and I don't know if it was a lag spike. I'm not going to blame it on that. I'm just going to say it was an amazing juke, because he literally made me like run into the gate. And yeah, my jockstrap is forever hanging in the rafters of Danger Zone 3.
So speaking of people who are seemingly absolutely untaggable, WowSuch, in that third half, we saw that you had 6 minutes of hold. Did you feel like you were juking especially well that half, or was that just a product of your team supporting you?
I mean, I don't think it was better jukes. It was definitely, we were all playing better, I think, but I was definitely playing a lot safer. I don't know. Some people who played with me might not describe my playstyle as especially safe.
Yeah,
kind of like
should mention
running
that
back into base a lot.
Safe for tag for WowSuchPro is a giant accomplishment.
Yeah.
Can I go one? No. Okay, I'm going one.
I'm kind of used to just running back to base with 4 people there, hoping I can make something happen. But I kind of figured, sort of sometime during the second game, that wasn't really a good plan anymore. And so I just started, I don't know, running around in circles a bit more. It's less fun.
Breaking news to Twitch chat, Danny is back. Obviously everybody knows him from Reddit, and apparently somebody thinks he's back right now. So there you go. WowSuchPro is giving a special shout out to Danny, saying he loves you. He wants to S your D.
So yeah, really, really good game to the all caps. That was like our toughest one of the season by far. And yeah, good game, guys.
Well, congratulations on your route to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we look forward to catching you guys next week in the championship match for Season 5.
Thanks. We're looking forward to rewatching this game and listening to your commentary, Riverhorse.
Almost
he was
immediately.
actually only in the overtime half,
Yeah.
so you have to drone through the first 2 games and just me and Ebola talking
okay.
about
Or skip it.
Talking
Yeah,
about pretty
might
much
just do
everything
that.
except the game that was actually happening.
We talked about Danger Zone a lot, though. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, thanks for joining us for a little bit of conversation and some interviews, and we're all excited to see you guys next week.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thanks a
Good
lot.
luck in the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
Do you think we can get the all caps in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him in now.
Alright.
I can't find TagPro, but I'll look for him.
He disconnected.
Oh, he disconnected. Oh yeah, because you're brothers, aren't you?
No,
Oh, never mind.
not even a little bit.
Okay.
I just it says TagPro disconnected in my mumble, so I can
Like
tell.
half brothers?
No, not even a little bit.
I thought you were related.
No,
That's
you'd be
my
wrong.
bad. I don't know why I
Eskimo
thought that.
Brothers.
Shut up.
Well, I think we're all Eskimo brothers there.
So, don't you guys all think
God.
Dad should be a captain next year?
Yeah,
Is that a
I
serious
think
question?
that if Dad hasn't already officially declared being captain, he should do it right now live on the Nqoba TV.
we already got all 4 Ghostboosters to confirm.
Well, really?
Yeah.
All 4 of you guys. Wow.
Breaking
all
up the
4.
super team.
Are really all 4 of you guys captains next
Well,
year?
actually 5.
All 5.
Oh, wow.
This is a joke, right?
All 4
No.
starters next time.
No!
Exile is finally
Exile,
free, guys.
just Nads,
Oh man, I hope
Mike
Exile
Rowe.
doesn't
Adventures
draft me.
himself.
Wow Such Pro, Sir Dan, all captain season 6.
Wow.
I might have to unregister from the draft if Exile is going to be a captain.
Hashtag free Exile,
Yeah.
guys. He's finally free.
Oh, guys, TagPro
Bring out that
disconnected.
hashtag.
I'll move him in.
I think Spheroid would make a better captain than Exile. I'm not really sure why that decision was made. But yeah, sorry, we pulled in all caps for some interviews and got a little bit distracted. How you guys doing?
I mean, it was painful. We thought we had it won, and it just hurt to see them cap 3 times in that final half of Game 2.
It was USA Portugal all over again.
Ah, my heart still aches.
Yeah, let's move Lucky in as well, Barbecue. Because he's been our coach the whole season.
He is not here.
Oh, he's not on Mumble?
Oh, Lucky left?
Well, I'm typing in Lucky and I can't it's not going to him. So.
Okay, yeah, I guess he's off.
So, Jesus, how do you guys feel about the theory that the Ghostboosters are only trying to get their hopes up and then come crushing down on you with those 3 caps and then win it in overtime?
Sounds like something Wow Such Pro would say.
That's what it felt like, but honestly, I don't think they would have let us get that last cap in Game 1.
Oh yeah, that was stunning. That was a fantastic play by you guys.
You need a little luck sometimes, and the fact that he boosted right by Micro, who was in great position, missed the flag, but still had a quarter of a second maybe to get to
Yeah,
the
I
flag.
think someone needs to do an analysis on that cap and see how many milliseconds were actually left. Because I swear to God, I was pretty sure that it was going to come down to like a pixel or 2. I was watching the clock, and I have a pretty good sense of the time, and like it could not have been any closer. I want to see how many milliseconds it was.
I mean, that cap was kind of my fault in a way. If you go back like 10 seconds beforehand, me and Dad both had the flag, we were running around, and then I was flag pro, so I'm like, oh, I'll just kiss with him, and then hopefully I'll respawn, be able to clear base or whatever, but apparently you guys could regrab and we didn't, so probably should have communicated that better.
Yeah. I mean, what do our other guys think about that game?
Well, barring their only cap in overtime, it had me just absolutely fired up. Like, I've never been that excited about a video game in my life. It was, I mean, there's no way to describe that.
So, Eggs, big fan, just want to put that up first. But, so in overtime,
Same.
you have the flag, and you see Wow Such Pro with the rolling bomb coming in, and he's crashing in on you. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, well, I knew he had rolling bomb, but I didn't know where, and so I could see maybe one of their guys coming from the bottom. So I kind of made a predetermined decision. I was going top, and right as I'm getting up to the boost, that's when I saw him, and I just could not react in time.
Like
slow reactions. Yeah, exactly how it was. Like I can't just turn around and go any other way. He's moving full speed right at me. I probably should have just stayed in base longer, but yeah, terrible feeling because as I die, you don't get to see. You get to see where your ball was. So I just watched him walk in for the what ended up being the winner. So obviously, that's going to haunt me for seasons to come.
It's okay. It wasn't that big a deal. Mistakes happen. It's just there to go into the championship and spend all season hanging out in hockey.
Yeah. I guess you got to turn it up in hockey.
Hockey's like the golf. Hockey's like golf to TagPro. It's what you do in the off season.
Golf is the hockey.
Yeah, we'll see you guys out in the hockey rink for the next couple weeks.
Yeah. One other shout out, I guess, while we're here was Lucky Spammer, creator of TagPro, has been our coach for the whole season, and many people, we drafted him in like the 7th round or something, and he put in some minutes for us as a sub, but he also was actually really valuable as a strategic coach.
Yeah, I gotta say that one of the 2 turning points in the season, other than when Eggy came on, was one of them. But the other was, I believe it was on this map, and Lucky broke in at halftime to give us, here's what they're doing, here's what you're doing, and this is why it's not working. And we went out and we won the next half, and that's when we launched our 10 game winning streak.
Yeah,
and
that was against Sidewalk's team, I think.
That's some pretty cool insight. Alright guys, well hey, thanks for putting on a great match. Unfortunately didn't just go your guys' way. Maybe next time Eggsy will have to tag the rolling bomb.
Yeah, hey man, if we're gonna lose, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, good games, guys.
Alright, to everyone in the Twitch chat, thanks for hanging out and joining with us. Congrats to the Ghostboosters, and we're gonna have an awesome final match at the Super Bowl next week. Ghostboosters versus the Sum of All Spears. Not sure what station we're going to catch it on, but you can guarantee that it's going to be an excellent production.
Oh yeah,
you can bet that'll be on
TagPro TV.
It'll finally settle once and for all if Red Division or Blue Division is best, because you got the top seeds facing each other.
Are people still doubting that? I mean, clearly Blue Division is better.
Well, find out next week, guys.
Yeah.
Dead.
Swingman.